All right, so what's up, YouTube? Here with another video. So this video here is just an updated Mermail Ghoti deck profile. I've been really grinding this deck out, trying to figure out the best way to play it and the different combo lines, fixing the side deck and the extra deck, tuning it to what I see fit for the deck. Is really good at breaking boards, especially when you're playing like the Abyss Shark for an extender. Which allows you to get to like Harpooner, because a lot of times players like to negate the Poseidon hand and then just being able to search a Harpooner pitch itself to summon Poseidon from hand and then still get your Poseidon effect is really still strong. So I'm gonna just show the deck. I'm currently testing it at 52 with these two cards in the main, because these two cards allow you to play under Shifter a lot better, or die-fi a lot better, and there are extenders, and this card gets you a draw by returning your card, so you can just refill your synchros after you use them and send them to the grave, or any of your main deck cards that you need to return, so that you can just recycle them. You can even recycle Silicanth, resummon Silicanth, and then like I have another push turn 2, which makes it a lot stronger. And then in the extra, this was a Gradle, but you can either play this or Coral Dragon, because Coral Dragon, you can also use it to synchro, going first to get a draw and to break a board if you play the Abyss Shark. If you side in the Abyss Shark, so you can just synchro with the Penguin and then like summon Coral. Coral will get a pop by sending like an Atlantean card, and then if they deal with it, you still get a draw, so you don't really lose too much as well. So I've really been really grinding with this deck. I'll show you my dual records. So I really just been from like here, just winning straight games in a row, just grinding with people as well. So this is the deck starting with the 9 engine, 3 Fuwalos, 3 Perulia, 3 Ash, 3 Impulse, 3 Imperm. I still took more of a hand trap, I guess, approach, because a lot of the times just imperming or holding the imperm for a specific card, then the rest you just be able to break the board, and then like once you break the board and then start and you get to like your Ghoti Arion post, is really just really over. Then it just starts snowballing. You end up getting all 3 of these banished, and then on your opponent turn you have like 3 of your banished, 2 of your banished tuners, and then a SP Little Knight basically in Keith, which allows you to like get your Arion post back, and then you synchro with that, and then Arion post will allow you to get another search, which can search you another pipe for follow-up for the turn after. This deck right here just grinds like no other Mermail deck ever before. So once you get the Ghoti cards rolling, it's really just you just out grinding your opponent at that point. So that's the reason why I have like more of a Ghoti like engine sided in as well, with the retaliating and Shifter, because Shifter you're able to play with the Shrine and then your first Penguin and then Leafless. You can just still play under Shifter, which is really strong, being able to have play under Shifter and not like side specific cards to remove like die-fi. You can just actually just play under it. I've actually showed it in a playlist or a match before, where I just played under the die-fi of like Radiant, and then was able to get rid of it with Asking, and then use my Mermail cards to like finish it off. So then we have the first Penguin. Also, the reason why I put these 2 cards and made it 52 while I'm testing, because it makes first Penguin a lot more versatile. You can go into like your Ghoti stuff if you need to go into it right away, and then hold your Mermail cards, or you can just search more Atlantean Dragoons so that you can like continue to push through a board. And then if you play like the Coral Dragon, you can also summon that to get rid of like a one of Coral Dragon I have to send to grave. Discard 1 card, then target. Yeah, so this get rid of die-fi as well. So you can also play this It's just you just discard a card. It doesn't need to send to grave for it to resolve its effect. So this gets rid of die as well. So you can either take out the Lavirtue and put this in as well to help out die a lot easier. So that's another reason why I added the Abyss Shark in the main. And then we have the 3 Shrine, 3 Tias, 3 Poseidra. Play the 3 Poseidra main due to it being 50 and like drawing Poseidra is really strong. You can play the 3 Prince, 1 Diva, 3 Dragoons, 1 Minstrel, 3 Squad, 1 Infantry. We just play the 2 Pike and the 1 Harpooner. Harpooner allows you to like summon a lot more cards. It's a tuner as well. Then its effect to negate a card when you use it to synchro is still a good card. So that's why we play it, and then you usually have it to go into your tuner 10s with Arion Post to get another search turn 1 as well. So that's why we play it. We have the Molin for like half boards. Molin with the half board with the Ghoti stuff is like really strong. You usually only have to give them like 1 extra draw to summon like Arion Post. If you set your plays up to where you can get to this, either starting with like Penguin or being able to get to a synchro 6, however, basically based on what your hand may look like. So having like the hand rips and the Ghoti cards in half boards is like a really strong. You don't really have to rely on too much. So then we have this Silicanth, which is either a Mermail, I guess, starter or a Ghoti starter. It allows you to get to any part because then you can just reborn this back. Well, not really reborn it back, but allows you to get to it to where you can either add it back off of Lavirtue or I don't think it's really any. Oh, never mind. Matter of fact, you can summon it back off of Keith on your opponent's turn if they have a card that doesn't like start a chain. If they special summon a monster per se that doesn't have an effect on summon, you can chain Keith, summon Pike, and then Pike will trigger because Pike needs to be the last. The summon of Pike needs to be the last thing. So as long as your opponent doesn't have an effect that triggers when you use Keith effect, then you can trigger the Pike. So it gets you like more follow up as well. Then we have the Snopios, which is basically a hand trap, which allows you to trigger Zep and Sykes at any point in time during your opponent's turn to get the extra synchro, which is usually the deeps, the deep beyond. My matches, the games I won, I really haven't had to go into like deep beyond because the way you set your board up, you have your Dragite, either your Ching or Ice Jade. Then you have the Keith, the Paces, and the Shift on board with either Snopios targeting itself with its own effect so it banishes so you can get it back. To where you just like have your negate, your spell trap negate, you have removal in Gamir. Then you have your Synchro Climb going to you have your SP, which banishes some of the Arion posts, and then you have 2 Synchro 8s you can get to right after that. And then just Synchro for Askins for like spot removal when you need to remove like a continuous spell or a problematic monster. And then you have like White Aura Well, which is usually the main board wipe for this deck because the only way they can beat you is by attacking you. So they have to summon all their monsters in attack. And by the time they summon like 2 or 3 monsters at that point, you just summon White Aura Well and it really just stop all their momentum. It's really nothing they can do after that because they have to like try to play into your board and doing that, they have to like start swinging over cards or they're just playing just for defense and then your card's just going to end up coming back the next turn. So usually it doesn't get past White Aura Well, but if it does, then that's where the Snopios comes in, banishing the Zep. Banishing one of the fish and Pisces in grave to allow Pisces to banish another one of the tuners. Summon itself, add Zep, banish Zep, and then Zep will summon itself synchron with a Synchro 8 to summon Deep Beyond, which is usually the trump card. If it gets to there, then you should win every time. But with how strong your inboard is, you should be ending on either infantry with a pop engrave, Alacia sometimes will get you there, and then or if you draw a Poseidra, then you have Poseidra engraved with Prince in hand. That allows you to like have your bounce and a pop, plus whatever draws you get off of your Haggard and your Shrine while you're playing. So it's really a lot to deal with, especially like Radiant. And then like if you are able to break like a branded board, they're probably not going to win that game, because unless they have like so much resource in their hand, then it's really not going to be the most winnable for them, because then you have all your fish coming back the next turn, which allows you to start getting into your bigger synchros to like interrupt your plays. So yeah, that's the main deck. So the side deck is the Abyss Shark and Lifeless Leaf Fish, which allows you to get recursion, like recycle all your fishes, like your Silicanths, your Pikes, even put back some of your synchros that you may need, depending on how you want to go about your turn. Even if like Deep Beyond end up engraved, you can return it, get a card, and then you replenish yourself. Then these two cards allow you to play Under Shifter and Defy a lot stronger. So that's why I included these. Even testing playing it at like 42. And if when I did this, I added like 2 Gamma Seals. That's why I added the Virtue, so that I can dump Gamma Seal off against like Luna Light and then still be able to like summon over it. But I haven't really like ran into a matchup where Luna Light like really got off and I wasn't able to play through, because you have like so many interactions to where you can just start playing and they will have to start like blowing up your cards if you sequence your cards in like certain ways. And then you have the Shifter with the Retaliating Sea Drolls, and then like Nibiru's to like help aid against like your matchup against like Luna Light. So I don't really know if Gamma Seal is really needed, since these 4 cards are usually auto win against Luna Light anyway, and branded Draco Tail or pure branded. So that's why I included these cards. So we have the 1 Shifter, 3 Retaliating. And then this card allows you to like banish your fish as well, to like start getting your plays off, which is really strong. We have the 3 Droll, 2 Nib. We play Cross Out for going first, so we leave in the Fuwalos, side out the rest of the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably side out Imperm as well. Put those 6 in, maybe a Nib, side out another Imperm as well. And then just have Cross Out called by in for the hand traps that your opponent may play. And you can banish your small guys right here. These 4, you can still banish them off Cross Out to get it banished, and they still will trigger on the next turn since they were banished prior turn before. That's the thing as well. I was thinking about playing Gold Sark as well, but I really didn't need it, and I really didn't have the space for it. But Gold Sark is a card that you could like side in for going first to help get to your Ghoti plays a lot more. So that you could play under your Shifter a lot better as well. And then we play the anti-magic arrows for all the spell and trap decks to deal with those and freeze it up. So I might just end up putting Coral Dragon in this specific build, because this helps you destroy your cards that are like frozen by anti-magic arrows instead also. So I might just leave that in there as well. And then we have just 2 of the Mermail XYZs, just Poseidra and Trite. I took Gaios out because sometimes it's rare that you even go into like Synchro XC 7s, especially going first, depending on how you start. It's like rare unless you like draw Tias and then draw like a Poseidra and trying to get like your Molin, then you end up like having like a rank 7 play. But usually you just have this for the crackback or have it to break the board going second. It's really the most times you usually have it. So that usually is the main thing. And then we have the Mermail King, Alacia, we have Anemone, and we have Haggard. One of the most important cards is Haggard because it allows you to keep recycling or going through, banishing your uh, Ghoti cards, which is really strong. I was thinking about playing a second, but Mermail Kings come up a lot of the times when you have Anemone on board, when you need to start removing some of your extra bodies. So going into Mermail King, having that protect your tuners when they hit the board from being targeted is really strong. That's what I took out the Gaios for, because a lot of the times you want to like link up into this. I was even thinking about playing like Zelantis as well, but it's really not needed. But these 4 links I really think is really needed. Sometimes on the inboard to like force. So like Alacia is really strong in this deck because this card allows you to summon, like dump and summon any monster you need to. So you can like start summoning your Ghoti cards like Sykes. So it'll banish, add a card, banish a card, so you can get into your synchros like easily. It's like great follow up, especially if you draw like infantry or like dragoons. If you have a dragoons left in hand, for somehow you can just link off into this and your opponent's turn, send the dragoons at your squad or whatever, and then dragoons will add your prince or infantry, whatever one you need, and then you still have the shrine engraved for whatever that card is. So, and then just the blowing up and giving attack allows you to do like OTKs a lot better. So Alacia is really needed and really strong in this deck per se. Then we have the repeater. The recent combo I posted showing the usage of like summoning a repeater is like really strong. So like if you do have to like go second and then like summon Silicanthe in a way, and then it gets destroyed, as long as you have Deep Sea Diva and are able, if you have Deep Sea Diva and you can like go into your rank 7 plays, and then by Diva being engraved, you're born 2/3s and either Minstrel, and then Synchro for a 6, and then you can reborn, or you can reborn Diva and 2/3 Synchro for this, and then Synchro into one of your 8s that you may need, either blow up the board, banish a card, or spell and trap negate. And then when Repeater goes to grave, it allows you to special summon back to Silicanthe in defense, which allows you to continue your plays. So this card has really found a lot of usage in this deck now due to just finding that one combo line that allows you to like utilize the reborn effect of it, which is really strong. So here the Coral, or this could be Gradle if you prefer the Gradle. I was using Gradle for a long time, but then I realized it's better to just play these in the main and then search that off of that and just add the Dragoons, because then you can just search this or whatever and then go into your Ghoti plays and need it. But if you need a discard, then you just search Dragoons. It's really pointless to search like Tias unless you like have multiple cards in hand for like to discard off of Waters. But Penguin does that, so you can just pitch whatever inlanders you have and just search your either Dragoons or another either Bisharp or the Dragoons. So that's why I took out the Gradle. And then like this is a lot better going second due to me not playing the Mirror Mage in the side. I could just use it to pop cards and then Synchro get another draw to see a lot more cards in my deck to possibly draw into either one of these 9 hand traps for stopping my opponent on his following turn. So then we played the Arion Post, is really strong. Another card I was thinking about putting back in is Perpoise, because it allows you to like Synchro climb, and it's really strong as if you need to like summon a level 6 and start crashing it, summoning it back and banishing your Ghoti cards that way. Because I just recently played a game against Sky Striker to where it was a grind, but I messed up like the recyclability of the Ghoti cards, and it was a time where I summoned White Aura Whale, but I increased the attack by banishing Shift, which I should have waited. I should have just swung into his 0 that was unaffected by card effects by that spell card. I forgot what it is, and it couldn't be destroyed by battle. And it was summoned using linkage, which made it 3,000. So I could have just continued to swing in this, like, and then continue banishing the Ghoti cards that was in my grave, and then triggered my Chinging that way instead of just getting it through just a simple banishing this. I could have like actually made my follow up, or the turn where it got back to his turn, have my plays a lot stronger with having all my cards come back. I had the Askins engraved too, because I could have banished the Askins as well. Askins then would have banished another one and summoned itself back, to where my board would have just been a lot stronger. So sometimes you do need to like start crashing your white aura cards. So I might put that in just in case, but white aura will does the job most of the time. So you usually be able to get to that. But it's a thought that put the Purpoise back in, because it could bring back special summon back your 2 pikes as well from grave, also to like give you more bodies on board that you may need. So that's another card you could put in this slot. So then we have the Dragite, usually your inboard piece. We have the Askin, spot removal, the white aura for board wipes, and then piercing your opponent. Like this card right here is just so good. Like that's like one of the main reasons I wanted to play Ghoti, because this is one of the cards that they actually like play, and it's like really strong, really easy to get into. Destroy all attack position monsters, make up to 2 attacks. If your opponent has like a strong monster bigger than this, you can just you swing into a monster in defense, swing into the big monster, it summons back, and then you can swing 2 more times, because it's this card attacks up to 2 times on the 2 monsters per turn. So you can just really wipe their board and like inflict piercing damage and probably OTK them through stuff like that. And inflicts piercing damage, and then if it's continuously destroyed and sent to the graveyard, just banish 1 card, resummon it, and it just continuously come back, banishing your banishing your Ghoti cards to keep you in the game, because it's really hard to stop these cards from coming back if they continue to get banished. So you will always be playing, and that's why I wanted to play the Leafless, because then you can recycle your fish synchros to like have like infinite grind game, or like a longer grind game, and by that time your Mermail cards is probably going to get the job done at that point. Because Mermail's biggest problem is if they go into a grind game and it grinds past where they like you start using all their resources, like they have no other plays after that, and then the Ghoti cards just puts it over top, because that's what gives it the ability to keep going by getting these cards back. So that's why I feel like the Ghoti cards in Mermail is like really strong. Once you start getting your plays going, it's really like hard to beat this deck. I don't think I've really lost any game. I've lost probably 1 game to where once I got the Ghoti cards in circulation, I lost, but that's probably due to my fault. I could have made better decisions, a better inboard, to where it's like more recyclable for the Ghoti cards. And then we have the Ice Jade, usually the inboard piece. Qing Ying usually helps you get rid of like your opponent's card after you like anti-magic arrows them. Just like apply so much pressure. Decreasing the attacks of your opponent monsters, increasing its own to like making it real solid. It's a solo Liger out, which is really strong. And then we have the Deep Beyond, which is usually the bomb card. You usually just summon it. If your opponent ever have to set like all their cards, and you still have like 1 more tuner you can use, and a Synchro 8 is usually just GG's, because it's just going to banish everything. So any trap decks you play against, any pendulum decks you play against that have to go second, or playing into their board to where it goes back to their turn, first action, Deep Beyond, banish everything. It's really just GG's at that point. So that's the deck, updated deck. If I do play, I'm trying testing 52 out with the Gamma Seals on the side and the Coral Dragon just to draw. But other than the Coral Dragon, I think if I play in the Gamma Seals, I want to take this out and put the Virtue in for the Lunar Light matchup. But if not, if Lunar Light isn't that hard of a matchup, then this could be like probably a third Nib and then one Danko Seka, because I found out Danko Seka is like really, really strong against like Radiant as well. So playing a Danko Seka or two Danko Sekas is really strong, especially in like a 50 card list. You might want to play two. But yeah, that's the list. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.